In our marketplace, I would like to classify the traders into two parts. The first part or the major part being gamblers, the 95 or the 99% of those who lose money in the markets. Now when it kind of comes to the rest winning 1%, they can be classified into two kinds, so which we refer to as the discretionary traders and the systems traders. So as far as a discretionary trader is kind of concerned, he or she might be following a set of rules or a set of conditions. However, the ultimate or the final decision taking is based on the individual's conviction. So if the conditions are satisfied, if the rules are being satisfied and the individual feels, okay, let me actually go ahead with the trade because I have a good conviction in it, then only he or she places the order. Whereas a systems trader or a systematic trader, so systems trader is just a classification. I'm not saying that discretionary traders don't follow any system. So whereas a systems traders on the other hand side, they really don't put in their mind. So if the conditions are being satisfied, even if their mind is not convicted with the position, they'll go ahead and trigger the trade. Now, if you look at data and if you actually have an interaction with traders who follow systems and traders who are trading based on their discretionary method, we would realize that it is majority of the times systems traders who are more profitable. I'm not telling you discretionary traders can't be profitable. Discretionary traders can in fact even make more profits because they are also using their own conviction to hold on to their trade or to enter the position. Okay, so that could also kind of stream out or kind of avoid much noise that is entering into the market even when the system is actually giving you a signal to go ahead with the trade. Now, let's study the case a bit more better. As far as discretionary trading is concerned, the advantage that you have is many times there are events or there are factors that system can't even measure. For example, a big announcement is actually going to come in the afternoon. Now, only if you use your discretion, only if you use your mind and conviction to execute the trade, you can enter it. Whereas if you personally feel, okay, I need to stay away from trading today, you can completely avoid such a volatile market condition. Whereas as far as a systems trader is concerned, he or she still would be triggering the trades if the conditions that the system is actually working on are being triggered. In the long run, the problem that discretionary traders usually face is that as we scale, the emotions that we are going to incur is going to keep on increasing as our capital rises and our risk per trade also rises. As far as a systems trader is kind of concerned, since more of his decisions or more of his trades are being undertaken by algos or even logics, he really doesn't have the habit of using his mind much. So this helps him keep away emotions for most of the time. Now, I just wanted to convey to you that there is nothing wrong in being a discretionary trader. However, studies actually show majority of the people can't control their emotions, especially when their money is actually put at stake being a discretionary trader. So it is also known to us that majority of the discretionary traders who are really doing well, the average profit percentages that they kind of compound is much higher than systems trader too. We, however, on the other hand side, have converted our trading style in such a manner that 80% of our systems or 80% of our trades are completely rule based, whereas it is only 20% of the trades that we undertake are discretionary. So the discretionary trades that we personally take are often in commodities as well as in index futures, whereas the rule based trades that we majorly take are in equity swings and options, index options.